Hi Libra, I'm Anisha, and you can also visit me on www.tarotbyanisha.com. This is your monthly forecast for February 2012. I'd like to share a small story with you before I share the predictions for the month. I recently met up with a very close friend of mine who's been looking for some help as babysitter. She has a small baby, and she's been interviewing a lot of people, a lot of women who are coming in, wanted to take up that job. And I happened to be there that day at her house, and there was this woman. She must have been around her, I think, her late 30s, early 40s, and she had a daughter with her, and very nice and very well spoken. And as she started telling her story, I was quite amazed at what she had to say. She was somebody who was very highly qualified. It could have been either me or you, uh, you know, uh, walking on the street who really couldn't make out as to uh, who or what the person really was. And she was in hard times. Her husband was an alcoholic, had abandoned her, or had walked out on both the mother and the child some time back. And she'd just been unable to get a job somewhere. And it had been the same situation, had been there for the last year or so. And she'd been, going house to house, literally, job to job, trying to get something decent, that she could do. And she just was not able to get anything. And there she was, and she was, really without any, I'm feeling so bad, and why am I alive, and why do I need to be doing this? And there was not a shred of self-pity, and while she stood there was so much of grace. I was just amazed. You're so humbled at times when you come across such wonderful people, and she was just doing what she needed to be doing for herself and for her daughter. She was looking for a safe place to stay. She was looking for a decent amount of income so she could take care of her daughter's education. And she was very well spoken, very articulate, and I was reminded of the Libran spine of steel. And I was just telling my friend later, I said if I had to guess a sign, I would maybe put her on to a Libran. So yeah, Librans, you've had a lot going on for you lately, and I think a lot of you have weathered the storm. And by October 5th, the Saturn play is finally going to be moving out of your sign, so it's going to be giving a breather to all of you. But starting this month, Mars went retrograde on January 23rd, and it carries on being retrograde till about 13th of April. And for you, the retrograde is basically happening in your 6th house, which is all about your health. It is about your daily routines. It is about visiting past ailments that have been bothering you, but you have not bothered to address them. And during a retrograde, and let me just explain to you what a retrograde means. It's a time when a planet retraces its steps back to where it was. And then after some time it comes out again onto the same orbit, and then it comes forward. So while the retrograde is there, while the planet is retracing its steps back, the energy of that particular planet lessens. So it has lesser of a direct impact on you. And this case, because it is Mars, and which is a planet of energy, vitality, aggression, and it is there in your 6th house, which is about health issues and past things that have been there. It's just going to slow things down a little for you. It will make you look at things which you have been which you have known that are there, but you've not been sort of had the time to address, or you've just thought that they'll just go on their own. But it's a great time to address things and take action on them, and see whether you need to maybe go to a dentist, or maybe something has been hurting you. You've been having some back trouble. Maybe it's a good time to go and meet a physiotherapist. And nothing really, I would say, very severely active, because the Martian energy, like that energy in everything, is still it's still softer, it's still lighter. So maybe you need to look at your diet, your fitness regime for the month, and seeing as to how it is that it goes for you. Another interesting shift that happens for you this month is a Neptune shift, which is been there in Aquarius for the longest of time, for 13 long years, and it finally moves into your planet, into your house of dreams and desires and goals. So Neptune is going to make you really more spiritual. It's going to make you more compassionate. It's going to relate you to things which which extend far beyond than your immediate near and dear ones. It is going to put you in, I won't say a dreamy haze, but it's going to put things in a very in a place where there is a lot of creativity, there is a lot of things that you always wanted to do. So if you've been associated with music, with reading, with writing, with filmmaking, with editing, and also along with it some amount of filmmaking and glamour as well along with it, it's really an energy that will really help you go along. Neptune also along with it brings some amount of self-sacrifice. So the self-sacrifice would it could be around maybe you may give up some part of a work which is very lucrative, and just go and follow your dream and something that you've always wanted to do for the longest of time. And the Neptune energy is there till 2025, so make good use of that energy. It'll help you, and have a great month. I'll see you again in March, and thank you for watching.